we're here talking not about me, but about this rock. Now this rock was formerly in what is now a hole where there is going to be a pressure preservative treated column placed that's going to be the support for a new post frame building. So some things you can do in advance so that you can have an idea of what you're going to be faced with, because the one thing that is a total intangible when it comes to construction is what's under the ground. Well, in this case, this rock was under the ground. So what we used to do was we'd take a 3-foot long steel bar that was used as a concrete form stake and a 5-pound sledgehammer, and we would drive that into the ground, usually at where the 4 corners of the building were going to be at, just to give us an idea of what we might be faced with. Now, if you don't hit anything that resists that, chances are it can be dug with an auger. Now, keep in mind an auger bit will only pull up a rock equal to half the size, the diameter of the bit. So if you're using a 2-foot diameter bit, you can pull up a 12-inch diameter rock. Well, obviously this rock here has no diameter that's only 12 inches. So the solution for this was to bring in an excavator, a backhoe, and just dig the whole thing out. So that does leave a pretty good sized pit that you have some options with. You could use sonotubes to reduce the amount of concrete that's going to be needed at the base of the column to support it from sinking and to prevent uplift. However, with the price of tubes, oftentimes it ends up being just as easy. You pour a big pad and it takes some more concrete. Now, one thing I do want to discuss is if you're hiring a builder, or if you're a builder that's watching this, you want to make sure that there is a hard rock clause in your contract. And this is something to be fair to both parties. You as a new building owner or soon to be building owner, you don't want to get things off on a bad relationship with your builder. And if your builder's having to spend hours chipping away at rock to get anywhere and they're not getting paid accordingly for it, things are going to go downhill in a hurry. You're going to have an unhappy builder that's not going to make money. And if he doesn't make any money, he's not going to stay in business. And if he doesn't stay in business and you need worthy work done later on, there's nobody to fall back on. Now, when I was building, now granted this is 2 decades ago, in our contracts our hard rock clause specified that we had allotted time with equipment of an average of 5 minutes per hole, or if we were digging them by hand, 30 man-minutes per hole. And if it ran over that, then there was a predetermined dollar amount per person hour or equipment hour to continue to run that equipment overtime. Rarely did we ever have to get to the point of letting a client know, hey, we got some digging problems. But in the event that it did occur, everybody knew in advance what was going to happen. And frankly, most clients, they have a pretty good idea of, hey, there's going to be rock here or there isn't. So treat everyone fair, have the right equipment to do the job, and you'll have a successful building, a solid foundation for your building. Thank you.